Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? Today is October 28th. Here's your day energy report. Uh, yeah, we have some quincunxes today that make the energy a little bit weird. We have the sun quincunxing Chiron, and the moon will also be transiting into Aries and joining that quincunx. So whenever the moon is transiting over Chiron, it's a deep and emotional day, and with the sun quincunxing that, it's gonna be like, what's going on? I don't know, something feels off, right? And of course, we have Venus now in Libra and Mercury now in Libra, so it's gonna be bringing up more questions about relationships, situationships, all these kind of things. So if you're in a situation where, like, say you're at the gym and you suddenly, like, you run into your ex that you haven't seen in a while, and you get this feeling in your mind, like, ugh, or like, bah, Felicia, or some kind of like, oh, they look like shit, or like, or maybe, fuck, they look good, whatever. It may rustle some feathers, making you feel vulnerable, making you feel like, fuck, maybe, what if, all these what if scenarios could be running around in the brain, or even situations with current relationships. And this relationships stuff doesn't necessarily just have to do with intimate relationships, but that's going to be the most significant, right? And of course, with the sun in Scorpio, everything's deep right now. Everything's emotional. And we're coming up against these fixed emotions, right? These fixed belief systems, these experiences and feelings that have been solidified in our mind and our consciousness for a long time. And the reason why it's coming up again right now is because it needs to be looked at. And it needs to be looked at for a reason. Okay. So take a step back. If you're having an emotional or even intellectual response initially that is negative and or triggering, the triggers are the lessons. They're the way that we learn. So whatever triggers might be coming up, these are major lessons. We are like in the final exam phase, guys. So whatever triggers are coming up right now, they're going to be big, one. Number two, they're there because this is the final part of that lesson with that person, place, situation, business, whatever, that needs to be learned to evolve to the next level. But in order to evolve, we have to fully embrace and learn that lesson. And in order to learn the lesson, we have to allow the trigger to teach us. So how do we do that, right? We take a step back and we be the conscious observer of said trigger. In order, and when we do that, we cannot allow the trigger to control us. So we have to stop being stubborn and allow ourselves to look at this within and see how we can transform, how we can change, how we can shift this energy, you know, from being that, like, stubborn, like, fuck this, there, whatever label that we put on them, right? Whatever designation that we've given the situation or the person, it's no longer valid because that designation was stopping us from learning the lesson. All right, this is big, guys. This is a major fundamental, meaning that we're all the way down at the core right now. We're all the way down to the center of the Tootsie Roll Pop. And this center is where all the real juicy good stuff, the transformative energies are that are going to really change our lives. So embrace it. Now, on one hand, the energy can be good. It can sway all the way up and down the spectrum of emotions. It can be really great. You can be feeling amazing, like, like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever, just walking it down, feeling alive, like, woo. Or you could be rocking around feeling really, really, really low. Whichever case it is, do not get attached to either side. Okay? We can get attached to that high, enlightened, happy feeling, and we can get attached to the low feeling. And we get attached to it because we want to figure it out. But the fact is, there is nothing to figure out. There is just observation. Okay. So it's all about observation. It's freaking, as I'm moving, my hat is like, I'm moving my head, and my hat's like coming off my head. So it's kind of like life, right? So anyways, man, I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy this this energy as it percolates. We're again in this percolating energy as it builds up to Saturday on this full moon, and we're almost out of Mercury retrograde. We still got 3 weeks left in Mars retrograde. So, but you know, Mars is starting to it's slowing down. Mercury is also slowing down with the full moon. I'm telling you, man, some very unexpected shit is going to be taking place, especially, you know, with these elections coming up. We're going to see things that are going to make no sense. They're like, why? What's going on? I mean, in the news also, we're seeing, you know, some states, some places. I mean, these rules and regulations and laws are getting out of fucking control. These some places are trying to mandate masks through coercion. I mean, there's like political coercion going on all over the place. There is shady shit going on everywhere, and that's also Scorpio shit too. So to be expected during Scorpio season. All right, you know, California, there's fires everywhere. Like I've been seeing, you know, lockdowns and curfews and crazy stuff when all the evidence is right there in your face. This is all bullshit. Take care of your health. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. You're going to be fine. Right. And I know all you guys watching this know this stuff. This is all fear mongering crap. So stay with the high vibration. Okay. But do not get caught in the trap of being delusionally high vibration. Okay. Because there is still a lot of shadow work that is happening and going on right now, especially with this full moon coming up. So embrace the shadow work, but do not get attached to the shadow work. Step back from it, observe it, and allow it to teach. Okay. The best way to learn from it is to be the conscious observer of this energy, because it allows us to see it from being healthily detached from the emotional component of it. And we cannot learn the emotional component of it if we are attached to it, because we are in it, right? We have to disconnect healthily. That's that Aquarian energy, right? Healthy detachment, so that we can observe it and learn from it. Like it's like a scientist observing like a trial, right? They're observing it from an objective. Okay, of course, for us, going to be subjective, and to that, it's somewhat subjective too. But you know, we have to take that objectivity, I'll say, right? And look at ourselves from that place. And that is really the key to mastering this energy here. All right. So enjoy it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget my sale still going on. If you like your solar return reading, please let me know. Yeah, all the links are everywhere. You guys know the deal. So I love you all very much. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.